Now, who do people say you look like that you cannot stand the comparison or maybe even act like? 601-995-1017. Either a celebrity or like a family member, either or. But Jesse Eisenberg seems like kind of a jerk after I read this story, to be honest. I don't really like him anymore. He is upset that people are always going to associate him with Mark Zuckerberg because he played him in The Social Network.
Which I love that movie. Like, stop being a hater, Jesse.
He said, quote, I haven't been following Zuckerberg's life trajectory partly because I don't want to think of myself as associated with someone like that. It's like this guy is doing things that are problematic, taking away fact checking. He goes on and on and on to just virtue signal all over the place. So he doesn't like that he's always going to be compared or kind of associated with Mark Zuckerberg. And I think we probably all have a person like that, whether it's someone we know personally or a celebrity that you don't want to be compared to. 601-995-1017.
Growing up, I was compared to one of my male cousins who's like a bunch of years older than me. And it's like, why? He's like 6'4" or 6'5", like big, stocky guy. And, big nose too. And all of my relatives were like, you look so much like him.
So did you feel like they were just all like crap talking your nose?
Yeah, I felt like this saying that I kind of looked like a man with a big nose.
See, that's funny because people tell me I look like my mom all the time, and that has never offended me. I don't I don't mind that.
Different because it's a parent. Like, of course, you're going to get your parents' genes. This is just some cousin. Again, this 6'5" dude. It's like, I don't look like him.
The comparison that I didn't love, one time my brother said that I looked like, and I quote, fat Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum had a baby.
Oh, that's not very nice.
And whenever I looked at him kind of strange, he was like, I mean that as a compliment. I said, well, I guess I'm going to take it that way.
But
Thanks a lot.
You look like fat Jonah Hill. Take it as a compliment.
Well, mixed with Channing Tatum. Good morning, Sabrina. Who don't you like being compared to?
I have two things. So my name is Sabrina. So I've heard for as long as I've been alive, like Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Oh, yeah, that is probably irritating. I have a similar thing. Whenever I was a kid and people would find out my name was Adam, they'd be like, oh, how's Eve? It's like, ha-ha, never heard that. What was your other one?
My other one is my grandmother. She's kind of crazy. So it was always like, stop being crazy like your grandma.
Do you look kind of like your grandma, too?
Not really. We got some age between us, but when she was younger, yeah.
We're talking about who you get compared to that you do not appreciate getting compared to, either about the way you look or the way you act. It doesn't really matter. You just don't appreciate the comparison. 601-995-1017. I do have some questions because our coworker from next door down the hall, Hannah Lane from US 96, said to the question, who are you told you look like and you hate the comparison? Maybe a celebrity, maybe a family member. Hannah Lane says, Adam. Does anybody say she looks like me or acts like me?
No, I think she's
just stirring the pot?
Yeah, being a little bit of a meanie.
I got it. Because, I mean, I don't know that I would appreciate anybody saying that I look like Hannah Lane. Like, nothing against that's not the look that, like, I'm not going for, a girl 10 years younger than me look. You know what I mean? That's not my goal.
That's the vibes that you give off, though, is like 23-year-old girl.
Edwin texted us and said people thought I looked like Gary Coleman growing up. Not as short, obviously, but they thought our faces looked the same.
Chloe is annoyed that every time she says her name, people are like, oh, Khloe Kardashian. And she's like, no, not like Khloe Kardashian.
601-995-1017. Go ahead. Who do you not like getting compared to?
All my life, I've been compared to, like Sabrina was saying, like Marilyn Monroe, like Marilyn me.
Marilyn Monroe wishes.
Right. Now, like all my life, Marilyn Monroe, and that just, yeah, that's mine.
I will never think of Marilyn Monroe anytime I think of you, Marilyn. I'll be thinking of Marilyn you.
Yes.
Brady texted us and said, I get told Kid Rock all the time. Even had someone ask to take a picture of their wife with me.
That's so weird because we've met Brady and I never once thought he looked like Kid Rock.
I didn't think it, but now that he says it, I can see it.
Interesting. And I love the A&A fam for getting deep on this one. Somebody says, I hate hearing that I look like my mom. Out of all of my immediate siblings, I'm the only one who looks like her. She left when I was 4, so it always made me feel like the black sheep of the family.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. But
Yeah.
that is deep.
It is.
Dang.